Before you buy a 2014 to 2019 Jeep Cherokee, check the drivetrain first. Not the paint, not the screen, not the wheels. The drivetrain. Because this Cherokee can look like a smart used SUV deal. Four-wheel drive, leather seats, a V6, and a clean interior can make it look like a bargain. But the wrong one can hide transmission problems, PTU problems, oil consumption, electrical recall issues, and noises that only show up when the test drive is done properly. And that is the trap. The quick verdict is this. The 2014 to 2019 Jeep Cherokee is not an automatic, never-buy SUV. But it is not a casual buy either. You buy one only after a proper inspection, a VIN recall check, a cold start, a highway speed test drive, and proof that major software updates and recalls were handled. If you are looking at a 2014 model, be extra careful. If you are looking at a 2.4-liter model, check oil consumption. If you are looking at a four-wheel drive model, check the PTU and active drive system. And if the seller says, "They all drive like that," do not accept that as an answer. That sentence can cost you money. Problem number 1 is the 9-speed automatic transmission. The Cherokee was one of the early vehicles to use this transmission, and early examples became known for rough shifting, delayed engagement, strange gear behavior, and software-related drivability complaints. This matters most on the 2014 model. Some 2014 Jeep Cherokee models with the 3.2-liter V6 were recalled because a transmission issue could cause the vehicle to command a shift into neutral. That means loss of drive power. That is not just an annoying shift. That is a safety problem. When test driving a used Cherokee, shift slowly from park to reverse, then to drive. Don't rush it. Watch the tachometer. Feel for any delay, a harsh clunk, or an unsettling hesitation before it finally engages. In low-speed city traffic, keep an ear out for gear hunting, hard shifts, or an unexpected surge in power. Finally, merge onto the highway. Watch how the transmission climbs through the gears under heavy acceleration. Do not assume a software update fixes every bad transmission. A recall or reflash may solve a calibration problem. It does not automatically fix wear, abuse, skipped service, or a transmission that already has internal damage. For buyers, this is only a negotiation point if the vehicle shifts cleanly and has service history. If it has harsh engagement warning lights or the seller refuses a scan, walk away. Because the next issue can be even more expensive. Problem number 2 is the PTU and Jeep active drive system. This is one of the biggest buyer traps on a used Cherokee. The PTU, or Power Transfer Unit, is part of the four-wheel drive system. On certain Cherokee models, especially those with Jeep active drive systems, PTU-related problems have been serious enough to trigger safety recalls. Some affected vehicles can lose drive power. Some can show a Service 4WD message. Some can develop noise, vibration, or a change in driving quality. And some sellers will describe it as just a sensor. Do not believe that without proof. Before buying any four-wheel drive Cherokee from this generation, run the VIN through an official recall check. Do not rely on the seller. Do not rely on the listing. Do not rely on, "My mechanic said it was fine." The VIN decides whether that exact vehicle is affected. And with the Cherokee, this matters because not every model uses the same PTU design. Some vehicles are included, some are not. The trim badge alone is not enough. When you test drive a four-wheel drive Cherokee, look for these signs. A Service 4WD drive message. A clunk from underneath. Grinding or whining from the drivetrain. Vibration under acceleration. Binding or hopping during slow, tight turns. A delay when power transfers. or any warning message that appears and then disappears. Intermittent warnings are still warnings. Do a slow, full-lock turn in a parking lot. Then drive at steady speed. Then accelerate gently. Then coast. You're trying to make the system show its behavior under different loads. A clean Cherokee should not feel like the driveline is fighting itself. Problem number 3 is the 2.4-liter Tiger Shark oil consumption issue. This is the issue that can make a cheap Cherokee feel cheap for the wrong reason. The 2.4-liter engine was used across this generation, and certain 2.4-liter Tiger Shark vehicles were connected to oil consumption complaints, customer service campaigns, warranty extensions, and a class action settlement. The basic risk is simple. The engine may consume more oil than expected. If the oil gets low enough, the vehicle can stall. That is why checking oil level is not optional on these. Before the test drive, check the dipstick. Not after, before. If the oil is low, ask when it was last changed. If the seller says, it just needs an oil change, that is not enough. Ask how much oil it uses between changes. Ask whether an oil consumption test was done. Ask whether the PCM update or related campaign work was completed. Ask whether the engine was ever replaced or repaired. And ask for paperwork. No paperwork means you price the risk into the offer, or you walk. Here is the buyer rule. A slightly dirty engine bay is not a deal breaker. A missing service record is not always a deal breaker. But a 2.4-liter Cherokee with low oil, vague maintenance history, or a seller who says they never check the oil is a serious risk. That does not mean every 2.4 is bad. It means you do not buy one blind. The engine may run fine during a short test drive and still be consuming oil between services. That is the hidden cost. Problem number 4 is power liftgate water intrusion and fire risk. This one affects certain 2014 to 2016 Jeep Cherokee models equipped with a power liftgate. The problem is not just that the liftgate may stop working. The bigger concern is water intrusion into the power liftgate module, which can create an electrical short and a fire risk. This is the kind of issue buyers miss because they are focused on the engine and transmission. But electrical modules in the rear of the vehicle can become a serious problem if water gets in. When inspecting a 2014, 2015, or 2016 Cherokee, open the liftgate. Check if it works smoothly. Check the cargo area for damp carpet. Look around the spare tire well. Smell for mildew. Look for water staining. Look for corrosion near electrical connectors. And check whether the recall repair was actually completed. Not promised, completed. If the cargo area is wet, the module is acting up, and the seller has no records, walk away. Electrical problems spread, and they are rarely fun to diagnose. Problem number 5 is the rear half-shaft drone. This is one of the more specific Cherokee problems, and it is easy to miss, unless you test drive the vehicle the right way. Some 2014 to 2015 Jeep Cherokee models equipped with Jeep Active Drive, I can develop a drone noise at steady engine RPM. It can sound like a louder than normal engine or exhaust noise, but the source can be from the rear axle half shafts. This is why a short city test drive may not reveal it. You need steady speed, you need quiet roads, and you need to listen from underneath and behind the cabin area. This is usually not the same kind of danger as a transmission or PTU failure, but it is still money. The repair can involve replacing the left and right rear axle half shafts. So if the drone is present, do not let the seller call it tire noise without proving it. Tire noise changes with road surface. This drone is tied more closely to engine RPM and drivetrain load. That difference matters. Problem number 6 is 3.2-liter cold start pulley noise. This one is simple, but many buyers miss it because they inspect the vehicle after it has already been warmed up. On some 3.2-liter V6 Cherokee models, a loud high-frequency noise can happen shortly after a cold start, especially around freezing temperatures. It may sound like a screech, squeal, or chirp. The known fix involves the idler pulley. The buyer rule is simple. Do not let the seller pre-warm the vehicle before you arrive. Ask for a true cold start. Put your hand near the hood before starting. If it is already warm and the seller says, "I just moved it," be cautious. A cold start noise that lasts 30 to 90 seconds may disappear by the time you get there. That does not mean the problem is gone. It means you missed the moment when it shows itself. A seller who ignores obvious startup noises may also ignore oil level, recall work, and drivetrain warnings. That pattern is the real problem. Problem number 7 is assuming the 2019 facelift fixed everything. The 2019 Cherokee looked cleaner, got updates, and added the 2-liter turbo option. But 2019 still needs careful checking. Certain 2019 Cherokees had a transmission calibration recall on 2.4-liter models because improper calibration could result in a stall. Certain 2019 to 2020 Cherokees had a steering gear recall, where a steering gear part could potentially fracture and affect steering control. So the facelift does not mean problem-free. It means you check the VIN even harder. For a 2019 Cherokee, check 3 things immediately. First, open recalls. Second, engine type. Third, drivetrain type. A front-wheel drive 2.0 turbo is not the same risk profile as a 2.4-liter 4-wheel drive model. A Trailhawk is not the same as a basic Latitude. A late-build vehicle may not be the same as an early-build vehicle. This is why model year alone is not enough. You need the VIN, build date, engine, transmission behavior, and drivetrain. Now let's talk about the ownership trap. The Jeep Cherokee can feel like a bargain because it gives you features many used compact SUVs do not. Available V6, available 4-wheel drive, Trailhawk trims, comfortable interior, good winter weather appeal. But those same features add systems that cost more to diagnose and repair. The Jeep Cherokee is not always cheap to own. A basic commuter SUV can often be inspected with simple checks, but this Cherokee needs more. You need a full scan. You need to check stored codes, not just current warning lights. You need to check recall status. You need to verify software updates. You need to test the 4-wheel drive system. You need to inspect for leaks and water intrusion. And you need to confirm oil consumption history on the 2.4-liter. Skipping those steps is how buyers get trapped. On the test drive, check low-speed shifting. Check reverse and drive engagement. Check acceleration. Check deceleration. Check steady cruising speed. Listen for the rear drone. Do slow, tight turns in a parking lot. Watch for service 4WD. Watch for transmission warnings. Feel for clunks, binding, vibration, or hesitation. If the seller refuses a real test drive, walk away. A used Cherokee must prove itself. Here is the buyer checklist. Before seeing the vehicle, ask for the VIN. Run a recall check. Ask for service records. Ask which engine it has. Ask if it is front-wheel drive, active drive 1, active drive 2, or Trailhawk. Ask whether the PTU has ever been replaced. Ask whether the transmission has ever been reprogrammed or repaired. Ask whether the vehicle has ever shown a service 4-wheel drive or service transmission message. If the seller cannot answer basic questions, that is information. At the inspection, start it cold. Listen for pulley noise. Watch for long crank. Check for warning lights. Check the oil level. Look under the oil cap. Look under the vehicle. Open the liftgate. Check the spare tire well. Smell for dampness. Test every window, lock, camera, screen, and power seat. Then drive it properly. Not 5 minutes, not one lap around the block. Walk away if you see low oil on a 2.4 liter. Walk away if the transmission bangs into gear. Walk away if there is a service 4-well-dree warning. Walk away if the liftgate area is damp and the seller has no recall records. Walk away if the vehicle has open safety recalls and the seller acts like it does not matter. Walk away if the seller says the warning light is probably nothing. Used car buying is not about hope. It is about evidence. If you like the Cherokee because it is comfortable and practical, but you do not need Jeep-level 4-wheel drive, look at a Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V from the same era. They are not perfect. They still need inspection. But they are usually safer choices for buyers who want a simple family SUV. If you want something more enjoyable to drive, look at a Mazda CX-5, especially a well-maintained gas model. If you need all-wheel drive for snow, a Subaru Forester can make sense. But check the CVT, oil history, and maintenance records carefully. The Cherokee gives you Jeep character and available off-road hardware. The alternatives usually give you a lower-risk ownership experience. Final verdict: the 2014 to 2019 Jeep Cherokee is a buy only with inspection SUV. The riskiest version for many buyers is a neglected early 2014, especially with transmission complaints, missing recall records, or rough shifting. Be cautious with 2.4-liter models because of oil consumption concerns. Be cautious with 4-wheel drive models because PTU problems can turn a cheap Jeep into an expensive one. Be cautious with 2014 to 2016 power liftgate models because of water intrusion and fire risk recall history. And do not assume a 2019 is automatically safe just because it looks newer. The best Cherokee to buy is the one with complete service records, no open recalls, clean transmission behavior, normal oil level, no 4-wheel drive warnings, no rear drone, and a clean inspection from a mechanic who understands FCA vehicles. The worst one is the cheap one with no records, warning lights, low oil, drivetrain noises, and a seller who says, "It has always done that." Because on this Jeep, "it has always done that" can mean someone else ignored the problem until it became yours.